Hello and welcome back to another episode of You Voicing Our Podcast. I'm your host Qian, and today we have a very special guest from an international school from Penang, which is completely different from Malaysian public schools because it is. Let's just say that their system is completely different from public schools. So yeah, let's welcome Mr. Kai Wen.
Hi everyone.
Okay, so today our topic is of course regarding the theme of education. We're going to be sharing about our own opinions on whether or not students should be separated or segregated using their school grades. Because I am a public school student and my school, they separate students using classes. Not classes like grades. They separate using grades, school grades. Like on the first class is going to be all of the best students, and in the last class is like all of the worst students. And I've heard that in the international school system it is completely different. So how about you share how does your international school system work?
You could say that different students take different subjects,
like the American school standards.
Yes. So the thing is, it is very hard to segregate students based on their grade if really they want to do that because
you guys are taking classes.
Yes, to segregate.
But in classes, isn't there like rankings for who's like the best in that class, who's the worst in that class? Do they do that?
No, although we do take exams and tests, we don't segregate students based on their grades, as we don't have a ranking.
So it's much of a stress-free environment. Have you ever been to a public school before? Have you ever been segregated by your exam results before?
Okay, so for information, I was from a semi-private school, which they as the same as
public school.
They
did separate you according to your grades.
Yes.
Okay. So
aggregate.
now you can compare, right? Because right now it's like completely two different systems. So how does it feel? Like
in a semi-private school. So as they do have segregation based on the exam grades. So obviously I can feel the environment is more competitive. Yeah, competitive. Everyone is just focusing on their studies, and then most of like their conversation is just based on studies,
and you guys don't communicate much, right?
You don't really have the opportunity to do so.
So it's just all competitive. So what has changed after you joined international school?
After I joined international school, obviously, the people were totally different. One thing that is very obvious is that they don't talk about your grades.
They were also less competitive.
And they were less competitive, and they play a lot.
Yeah, they play a lot. They play along with you. Like you guys have more freedom to communicate, conversation.
Yes.
Like you have you have way more conversation than while you were in semi-private. Like it's not all about grades, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we do more have the opportunity to talk in different stuff because our school offers different activities such as sports day, school trips, and much more.
Okay. Let me just share something about my perspective as a public school student, because as a public school student, right, I have my school, they separate us from like the best in the first one and then lowest at the last class. For me, I'm an average student, so I'm at the B class. And for me, I completely think that segregation is wrong. I don't think that I've learned something better than they teach the same thing, but it's not really helping me much. I feel like if all the top scorers and like lower scorers, they are in a group, the top
Okay.
scorers can teach us way more than what the teacher taught us. So yeah, I don't really think that separating us is a good thing. Like it's coming to an end to this discussion. Would you like to share any advice to the audience, like for those who are watching this, maybe your classmates, your headmasters, parents, I don't know.
Okay. So, I just wanted to share my opinion on this. So, in my opinion, I think that students should not be segregated based on their exam grades.
Okay.
Why school were trying to do this is because they want to protect or maintain their reputation,
Yes.
and to make sure that the really top students maintain their standards and grades. But I still believe that school should be a place where everyone can get equal focus on their studies.
Equality.
Yes, equality, and also that students should not compare to other students, but instead students should
help each other, right?
help each other and just compare to yourself from like your recent grades. Do you really improve on that?
Yeah, it's more on the improvement part.
Yes.
That's what's the important, right?
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for sharing your perspective with us. I know that the audience here have learned a lot from today, as most Malaysians people, they are coming from public school.
Yes.
And now they know what's happening in your international school and semi-private schools. Yeah, I know they have learned a lot today. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope we can see you guys next week. And yeah, thank you for accepting our interview. I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.